Hey, we're back again with another video. This one is a recap of some things that have been said before and maybe forgotten. Or like I said in my last video, a lot of times I forget to say things because I'm kind of used being around people that's like-minded in this area, and I forget to say things. I forget thinking that you know what I'm talking about. But basically, it's simple. Um, you can come to me for work, come to anybody else. You can go to me, go to him, go to her, go to them. It don't make a difference. But any worker, Voodoo, Santeria, Ifa, it doesn't make a difference. You have to have the strength to go after what you want. You got to have the passion of what you want. Uh, Recently, I had a person call me, I think it was like a week and a half ago, and it was like, I don't know, I'll never get it back. This will never work. Uh, I've been to a couple other people, and you went to a couple other people, and you got this negative attitude. I'm quite sure nothing worked. You defeating yourself. And I tried to tell them, you gotta know what you want. You gotta have the strength to go after what you want. Put that energy, if it's like a love work for male and female, doesn't make a difference which one. Put that energy you had and all that arguing y'all was doing, take that energy and put it back into getting them back. Um, the work is not a set it and forget it. Uh, People who've seen those commercials years ago with that machine that cooks set it and forget it. You can't just put the stuff someplace where the worker tell you and go about your business. It ain't gonna work like that. As I tell many people, especially in love work, I don't want that person back. If they come to my door, knocking on my door, I'll put them up for the night and fly them right back to you the next morning. So you got to have the strength to go after what you want. You got to know what you want. And like I said, the young man was defeating himself. This will never work. I'll never get it back. No, not like that, you ain't. You know, and you can't be salted to people you went to, no matter what you charged, and they brought you halfway. If you fall off the ship and they stand there throwing life rings at you and you don't want it, well, guess what? Fish food. You can only do so much. What's the old saying? You can bring a horse to the trough, but you can't get him to drink. Same thing with anything in life. Just, you got to have the energy of what you want. Know what you want to go after. And you see now the clients that I get, and I'm quite sure everybody else gets, that know what they want, they go after, they got the passion. Things start to pop off quick. Uh, and sometimes things just drag. I know people don't tell me everything that would happen because I guess they're embarrassed or something like that. I ain't gonna judge you. I don't judge nobody. That's for God to do. So maybe that little hidden thing that you didn't say nothing about is still a sore point. You know, if either one of y'all, the male or the female, is slapping each other around and shit and abusing them and verbally abusing them, and you don't say that, it's gonna take a little while longer for that person to come around to our thinking because there's a lot of, you know, animosity there. Probably anger too. And like I tell people, they'll call up, I want a binding spell. Okay, cool. Uh, Male or female. Okay. And it's like, who you want to bind? Well, it's this girl I work with at the office, this guy I work with at the office, this person I know down the street, this person that live in my apartment complex. Oh, y'all have went out or something? No, we just talk. Now me, this is me. I'm just talking for myself. I can't bind nothing I don't have. I don't. That would be like two of us standing in a big ass barn. I'm holding a saddle and you pointing at a horse way down to the other field. I want to ride that horse. Somebody better go get that horse. Now, other people may be able to bind people like that. But for love work, I can't bind something I don't have. Maybe it's me. Maybe I missed that little course they was trying to teach me that day. So, but don't be discouraged. Just because you can't put a binding spell out first means you can't put an attraction spell. If you hadn't dated them or anything like that, and y'all don't have, been talking for maybe a year or something, y'all know each other and y'all feel comfortable with each other, attraction spell usually is the way to go. I'd rather do an attraction spell so my client to test the water, so to speak, and see if that person is who that person is, instead of doing a full-blown love spell on this person with a binding spell, and then you find out you hooked up with Jack the Ripper, you know. So I'd rather do it like that. I've had more success with that, even with people who had been living with each other for years, and one wants to come back to the other one. I had a client a while back. She was with a man for almost 4 or 5 years, and once every month he'd go out and play. And I think that got on her nerves and stuff like that. So she booted him, got rid of him. He started texting and calling again, and she called, want to know what can be done to see. And I said, well, it's up to you, but let's do an attraction spell first. Bring him in, and you get to sit down at dinner and listen to what he's saying. You know him anyway if he changed his ways or he's just playing a loop back for you. That was the one that was 72 hours. She called me back, and I figured it'd be kind of fast after sitting down talking with the man. She said, he's kind of the same way, but I know he's changed a little bit from what he's saying and how he says it and his voice. And she said, I'm going to go ahead and give him another chance. I said, you sure? She said, yeah, I'll accept the once a month thing. She said, but besides, these days, 2 checks are better than 1. All right. That's you. You got to make that decision. I've had clients call me on love work, especially women. Dude ain't. He called me up. We're going to go out Saturday night and have some dinner and then go to a club. Should I sleep with him? I can't answer that. I can't answer it. It'd be like me pimping you. I can't answer that. That's something you got to do. Just because Rodney said, go ahead and sleep with him, it's going to help the work, and he a total jerk asshole that night. No. As I always say, I want my clients playing by their rules on their ground. Okay? I want the people to walk through your minefield, because you know where the mines are laid at. And that's the scariest thing in the world, be walking someplace and all of a sudden you're in a minefield. Okay, now what I do? You're not going to back up the same way you came in. So anyway, that's just an analogy of it. It's like petitions. I've told people write petitions. Well, write it for me. Can't do that. I can't write a petition for you out of your heart. I can't. Just sit down and write from your heart. I've had people write petitions, take a screenshot, I'll send it to me. Dear spirits, bring back the girl I love. Well, that's like, you was running late through something in a microwave. You got to show intentions on your part. You got to have strength on your part. That's where a lot, from what I understand, in Santeria and E5, they will work a white candle and put all the intentions in that white candle and oils and the proper herbs and stuff, and they get results. Why? Because they loaded that candle with intentions. Like I tell people, they got candle colors. Yeah, that's fine. And everybody think black is black magic and stuff. No, actually, a black candle will remove and dissolve negative energies in your house. It's the intentions you put into it. If you're good enough, you can take a white candle and knock somebody on their ass. It's the intentions. That color don't matter. Oh, why I'm on that about candles. Personally, preferably, I'd rather have my clients use the glass encased candles. Y'all know what kind I'm talking about. I showed them on some videos before. They're safer. They burn a little bit longer. And if you're going to load them with oils and stuff, it's easier to do that on a glass candle. I like the idea because it's safer. Sometimes you have to go to a voodoo store or botanic online. Or if you live in a big enough city like New York, Chicago, places like that, Miami, there's botanicas and voodoo places on every block. So you can go in there and get whatever color candle you want. People that don't have them around them, I suggest Dollar Tree. They got white candles, and they're just as good as the ones you buy at the botanicas. Uh, and be careful, safety wise, if you burning the pillar candles or the tapered candles. I don't like using them because the wax, and if it tip over, the flame may not be consumed and your house burned down. How many times you'll see on the news, especially like in New York and Chicago, I think Philadelphia once, they had an altar up, I don't know if it was a voodoo altar, something to the altar, and the candle fell and the apartment caught on fire, killed 3 people that was in the apartment, and burnt half the building down. Now I don't know how you determine after everything is said and done where the source was, but they seem to think that's what started it. And if you're going to use pillar or tapered candles and you're going to fix them, and you got your oil ready, you got your herbs ready, dab some of the oil on your finger and go all the way to the bottom of the candle and smear it around. And if you got the color coming off the candle, that's just a color they put on it. It's basically a white candle. So when you go to fix the candle through your hand, if you had like a black candle, now you got a zebra stripe candle, and a black craps on your hand. If you're into that, I guess you could check before you buy. Just take your nail at the bottom, your fingernail at the bottom, and kind of scrape back and forth and see what color it is under that color. If I use tapered candles or pillar candles, I go to Hobby Lobby. They got a big selection of colors. They're usually 50% off, and they're just color through and through. So I don't want to see you waste money on a pillar or a tapered candle, and you go, load your candle up, fix it, and the color's in your hand. Okay, a lot of people probably just push on through. Okay, I just like the glass encased candles. They're safer, they burn better. Yeah, you got to get rid of the glass encasement after, but you don't have all that wax unless you put it like on a big plate, catch the wax. And safety wise, you might run out the house. I could run out and start be 5 minutes. Your cat, your dog tap the table and the candle fall over and you come back, everybody in the apartment building's dead. I just rather them like that. You can buy them online, but like I said, if you got now Hobby Lobby don't have glass candles and case candles at all, so that's just for the tapered and the pillar candles. Like I said, if my client's not in a major city or something like that where they can go get the candle that is needed, I just ask them, do you have a Dollar Tree around you? Yeah, I'll go to Dollar Tree. They got white candles and usually red candles, and during Christmas time stuff, green candles. Okay, but it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, it might help a little bit subconsciously for you, but you can take a white candle, load it with your oil, put your herbs in there, fix it, and your intentions. I think it's just subconsciously us being brought up, especially around here. They still got people I know for years and years still burn green candles at their house for money. It was something that their parents did. Now they up and they doing it. I guess it's in your blood. So it's just a few things. And like I said, a lot of times it's my fault. Uh, I just I figure out who I'm talking to is somebody know basically what I'm talking about. Because if you raised around voodoo, hoodoo, Santa Ifa, and that's been around you all your life and still in the same community where you live as an adult, you kind of forget and think, when you say something else, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. So that's my fault. A lot of times with love work. Now, once again, this is me. I don't know about everybody else. And it seems like it's only for the females. It don't work. I ain't gonna lie, it don't work at all for the males for some reason. But your female clients, you put out love work to get this man back. Or girl back, don't make a difference. Uh, and then a couple of days later, you get a call, man, something's going on. I don't, kind of worried about it. This guy I talked to, we went out 3 years ago. I hadn't talked to him in 3 years. Popped up out of the blue and texted me. And I'm kind of, and then this other person, well, what it is, like I said, it's for females. I don't know why males. I look at it like it's a shotgun blast. When shotgun, the pellets come out the end of the barrel, it spreads out, and it hits other players because you still have connection with these people, especially if you laid with them. Okay, you can't wash that off you. You laid with somebody, you took part of their spirit, and they took part of yours. But what I do know is that person that's reaching out to you out of the blue actually had feelings for you then and still do now. The ones that you don't hear from, they had no good intentions for you. And a lot of people, okay, oh, okay. And then sometimes I tell them, just because we're going after this person, maybe the spirits decided Johnny over here is a better person that you should have linked up to a long time ago, and we're going to present him again. I guess it comes up to you what you want to do, who you want. Once you start thinking about how Johnny treated you 3 years ago, and it's better than this dude, and y'all don't have all these arguments and shit, and y'all broke up and you was with him, y'all ain't had no arguments or nothing. Y'all decided just to go y'all separate ways, job-wise and stuff like that. Sometimes that happens. You got to walk away from somebody you love for different reasons. And it happens to everybody. And yeah, it hurts. But I mean, it's just that way. You get stinky ass balls thrown tell you just can't hit. So that's my fault a lot. Sometimes I remember to say it. Sometimes I don't. But it's nothing to worry about. It ain't nothing that's going wrong or anything. Actually, that's a vindication for that root worker, Voodoo, Santeria, Ifa, whatever, that they shit is out there off and running, running hot, true into the target. It just happened to spread out and hit somebody else that had feelings for you. And like I said, nobody ever had feelings for you. Bill never had feelings for you. You ain't gonna never hear from Bill. Never. It don't work like that. You don't. Spirits ain't gonna present you Jack the goddamn Ripper. So that's one of the other things you got to look after. I can't tell you who to link up with. I don't know the relationship you had with A and B, and a lot of times the client would come back and say, "Can we shut down the work? I want to try to restart." Yeah, that's cool, And sometimes I worry about shutting down the work, but then I realize it's pointed at another person. If it kicked off like that, I don't think you need no more guidance except what you're going to say and how you act. Okay? And that's something else people do. And it's probably to everybody else too. The work is done. Everything came back. They came back. I got the job I wanted. I got the raise I needed. And they'll ask, what you want me to do with the work? Destroy it, send it back to you? And my answer is, why you want to send something back that is now out there protecting you and looking over you? You can live another 80, 90 years and have that work someplace in your house. To these spirits, 80, 90 years might be 9 minutes. They know no time. They're past that. Now, dark work, yeah, you don't want to mess with that. You don't want that hanging around you. That's what the people with the Santa Muerte. I don't understand why you want death hanging around you all day long. Yeah, we have Baron Samedi and the Gades, and yeah, we do have them on our altars and stuff, and you may have them from the day you're born. If you come from bloodline and stuff, they pass down to you. But it's not pure just death. But if that's how you want it, that's cool. I work at Santa Muerte sometimes, but I'm not a devotee because I don't want death hanging around me. And I'm afraid all these people pushing the Catholic Church to make her a saint. No, never happen. Never. And I don't understand it because when you get it, you're supposed to sit down with your statue and explain yourself, who you are, and everything like that. I understand that, but death knows who you are, when you was born, what you gone through in a day, time, and exact location. You gonna bite the bullet. I guess it's a selling thing. I've heard, now it's a long time ago when I was watching, the videos about him and stuff like that. If you got a white Santa Muerte and you bring a black one into the house, you're supposed to cover the white one not to taint her. You cannot taint the same energy. You cannot. It's only one. One. But hey, if that's how you're supposed to do it, you know, that's how you're supposed to do it. But it just don't sound right sometimes, you know. And people do text and stuff. You work with Santa Muerte. Yeah, well, I got to. You know, I got to. I know they take it more seriously if you buy a Santa Muerte statue, and when you get it, it is fixed, loaded, and ready to go. You turn it over. They got a shield inside there. They got the grains inside there. They got everything else. They got a coin inside there, and then they put resin on the top of it. I wish some of these places that sell voodoo statues do that, but they take that Santa Muerte seriously to do that, and the price ain't bad. Now you can get a voodoo statue here from some botanicas and places like that, and some places will fix them and get them ready and stuff. But you might as well add another $50 to it. They just take it more seriously. But it's what you want to do and how you want to do it. And if you want 20 Santa Muerte statues in your house because each one's supposed to do different things, that's cool. Now, to me, I really don't want death hanging around me all day long. I got Baron Samedi. He's in charge of the graveyard. He's not dead. Well, yeah, he is, but in his worst form. But it's just I understand it. I paid attention and understood, what needs to be done if you got to work with her. So it's just things that you need to look out for and watch out for and kind of listen to. And you should be all right. But it gets back to the opening line. No matter who you work with, spirit-wise, no matter who you're working with, root worker-wise, voodoo, hoodoo, santeria, ifa, don't really make a difference. If you don't have it in here, the strength and the determination to get it, you're going to be salty at the worker. Don't work like that. Don't. The only thing the worker can pull a trigger on is heavy-duty black magic. You're not even in the equation. That's why the price is so high for black magic. You don't let y'all do nothing with that. You never get done. Or you blow your own self up. Heavy-duty damaging somebody. You don't leave that charge of you. Never happen. Or you kill yourself. That's what I'm talking about, determination. When it's done like that, we put the people in the sights, we squeeze the trigger, put the rifle in the case, and walk off the top, walk off the building, get in your car and drive. You just got to have determination to do it and the strength to do it. So if you're going after this man, this woman, that y'all was together and y'all broke up, like I said, have that same energy you had when y'all was arguing back and forth with each other, turn that around, and you'd be surprised what you get. Go after it. Just don't get the stuff and set it someplace taken care of. No, that. The worker can only do so much for you. Okay? And you can't drive a Rolls Royce trying to buy it with Toyota money. Everybody wants something for free. I understand that. Hell, I'm that way sometimes. But sometimes it's just, you don't understand what the worker got to go through. Sometimes we got to put our neck out with that spirit. They want shit from us. So just know what you want and have the strength for it. Don't be wishy-washy. I felt bad for the dude. That ain't gonna work, bro. That ain't gonna work. I'll put my best shit together and send it to you. It ain't gonna work. You're gonna shoot it down before we get there. The spirits need positive energy. It's like jet fuel to them. You feed them. That's like going outside and putting water in your gas tank. You ain't gonna run too long. You know. And it's like the same thing. Like I said, with people want to know what I do with it after it's done. I'll send it back to you. Why? You got something that's gonna protect you for the rest of your life and look over you. And when you got a problem, you can still go to them. I wouldn't want to mess with your ass every time you come and you provided by the spirits and chunk them to the side. Eventually, your meal ticket gonna be punched. You ain't gonna have no more room in line. They don't want to mess with you. Same thing with you. Somebody screw you around 4 or 5 times. You don't want to deal with them no more. Don't want to be in the same room. Don't even want to talk to them. Don't even want to acknowledge them. Spirits are the same way. Okay? So, and once again, building altars and decide you don't want to do it no more and then tearing them down and throw them in a dumpster, man, y'all leaving a lit match in charge of dynamite. Luckily, there ain't as much calamity because you put the altar up wrong and nobody paid attention to you. You was talking to a brick wall. But the unlikely chance you put an altar up and somebody told you what to do, how to do it, and what to say, and you made connection, you can't uninvite them. Okay? Can't. You don't have to have this big elaborate, blown up altar. I've seen altars, man. People got, I don't know if they're real gold goblets on there, gold plates, 4 and 5 different meals. Yeah, that's nice. But in voodoo, we give what we can give. Okay? We give what we can give. And they appreciate that. They just don't want to be forgotten. What you think happened to all the gods on Mount Olympus? Zeus, Apollo, all of them. What happened to them? You know what happened to them? They got weak and faded because the people stopped praising them. The people grew out of them. And it was doing some weird shit anyway to the people. But anything can be like that. The almighty Catholic Church can be like that. People turn their back on Catholicism. Ain't nothing you can do. You just lost. So try to keep your head about you, and like I said, just listen to it. Whoever you working for, me, him, them, her, listen to what they say, and I'm open for suggestions on my clients. You know that person better than I do. If you see a kink in their arm and you already know that's a kink in their arm and you tell them, we're going to exploit that shit, you know them better than me. Okay? And a lot of them, especially women, will come back, this happened and I know that's good. Good. Okay? And when we're working and there's somebody else in the picture, say it's a male and they got another female in the picture, it's going to take a little bit longer because this is how I work. I want calamity between those two. I want these two at each other's throats. I want these two calling the police on each other. And once that should happen, they'll never, no matter how they try to come back and apologize. Not me. You call the police on my ass 4 times. That's what I want. I don't want no sweet breakup at the end. That's also with clients with love work. Say the female client, the dude, they broke up and he's got a so-called another woman with him, but he's still blowing your phone up, texting you. Something's wrong in paradise. Because if she had her business taken care of, you wouldn't even be a thought. Okay? Wouldn't be a thought. And when they try to be biggity about it, especially a man, when they try to be biggity about it and try to pull that alpha male nuts out their bag, don't take that shit. They calling you. No. Don't play on their rules. You played like that once before and look where I got you. But if they still calling you, talk to you, texting you, it ain't Fantasy Island over there. There's a reason for that. We all know if a man got a damn good woman, he ain't going nowhere. And if a woman got a damn good man, she ain't gonna play. No, the grass ain't green on the other side. When you jump over the fence, it's probably concrete. So there's little signs and things that show you that they still care about you, even when sometimes they sweet as all could be. And then when you talk to them, they get all shitty and stuff, especially when they're trying to bend your will back to them. Don't take that no. Click. They're gonna call you back. Click. Until they learn. It's like trying to teach a dog not to piss in your carpet. When you don't teach them, you're gonna be going through a lot of carpet cleaning. No, no. And as dudes do that more than women. Women are cold-blooded. A woman can still love you to death. They're gonna see what you're gonna do. Guys, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a 50-50 shot. It's like Russian roulette. I'm sitting across the table from you. We put the 357 in the chain. I have to spin it. Eventually, one of us going to lose the side of our head. You know? Eventually. Now, there's a trick to that. You know? But I don't want to learn. I don't want to see if that trick works. So don't play Russian roulette. You played that game before, and it didn't work out for you. So don't worry about them when they're getting all bigoted and shit on the phone. And then they'll turn around 2 days later and text you, good morning, how you doing? I hope you have a good day today. Then there's something wrong on the other side of the fence. It's not all lovey-dovey if they're still reaching out. Now, if they're still reaching out and being shitty, trying to bend your will back to them so there can be a little side hustle on the side, you don't need that. You don't need that. But it's still reaching out to you because there's something wrong. Okay? 9 out of 10 times, when you got somebody in your face that's talking shit, talking that trappy shit, and you haul off and you punch them square in the face and they hit the ground, they usually don't want to get back up. So, just I know it's hard because your emotions are involved in it. That's where a lot of people try to do their own love work, and it goes to a certain point to stop because you got emotions that's stopping you. Where a person could come in and do work, we blast past that because we don't have any emotions for that. You know, so the little things, the phone calls. You know, I tell my clients all the time, usually female clients. I got one client that's going through it right now. He'll be sweet as everything and call on the phone and be shitty trying to bend her will. He's coming to you. Okay? You're not going to him. Let him walk through your minefield this time. You play by your rules. Have him climb up that hill to you. As long as you hold a high ground, anything down there's screwed. And that other woman, of course you're going to think everything great. You know, sex great, food great, house great. No. No. But it gives you time to think while all this is going on. Mistakes you made, because I think it's 50-50. I've rarely come across things on the street. All of this is one-sided. It's usually 50-50. And once you get yourself straight, it usually, when they come back, it works out better. A woman's more than is like that than a man. A woman could come back to you after y'all broke up, and as soon as she walk into that house, she knows she's gonna stay or not because how you talking, what you saying, what the house look like. If you the same old Ritz cracker she been eating for all those years, she leaving. We too stupid. We walking there and, you know, just happy to be back. And then a couple of months down the line, we realize we got to eject out the plane again. So open your eyes. And like I tell people, it may call it love work, but actually it's a battle. It's a battle of wits. Somebody got to break first. So I just want to hit y'all up with this. I know I rambled about some shit. As soon as I get some more candles, we're going to go back over the candle stuff again. I want to talk about petition writing because I know I talked about it on a past video, but I just talked about it. I didn't show exactly what to do. I don't think it's the official rule to do it that way, but it's accepted in the Voodoo pantheon. But I think if you just write a petition, it don't have to be the official way. If there's an official way, a brown paper, a pencil, I think you can get a white piece of paper and a black ink pen. As long as it come out your heart and you spill your heart on that, That's more than anything else. So I'm sorry to keep y'all so long. Y'all have a good night. And as usual, like, share, and subscribe.